What's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is June 2nd of 2026. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears the CIA headquarters, located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland, is going to stage what I am calling an LA apocalypse, targeting the city of Los Angeles County, and or greater California, surrounding the Los Angeles mayoral election between Democrat Karen Bass and Republican Spencer Pratt, and the gubernatorial election for the state of California to replace Democrat Gavin Newsom. Essentially, all eyes are going to be on California on the evening of June 2nd to basically witness who will become California's next governor and who will become Los Angeles' next mayor. And because of this attention, and because of the media attention placed on the Bass versus Pratt race, it's 100% certain that the CIA is going to seize upon this opportunity and stage what I would state would claim would be like a 5-step apocalypse. First, it's imperative to note that Karen Bass has ties to communist Cuba, and therefore, if she loses, they're going to stage retaliatory attacks from Antifa, Turtle Island Liberation Front, and other Black Lives Matter related state-sponsored terror groups. And then if Spencer Pratt, who has been labeled as MAGA, even though he is not a Republican, if he wins, then they'll stage Antifa, Black Lives Matter riots across Los Angeles. Also, it's imperative to note that Spencer Pratt is a reality TV star, and so what we're going to witness tonight is going to be reality TV at its finest, because things are going to go from bad to worse very quickly. The first step, as mentioned, is riots. State-sponsored terrorist agent provocateurs are now currently in Los Angeles and ready to act. These are Antifa, Black Lives Matter, and it will likely be executed under the guise of anti-ICE or anti-Spencer Pratt-based riots. It's also highly likely that some sort of Rodney King-like event could happen, whereby an athlete, actor, actress, etc., a celebrity is murdered in some sort of police brutality, or is beaten or hospitalized, and then this is used as the motivating factor for these riots. But mass riots are in fact planned. The riots outside of the Delaney Center or I believe it's called the Delaney Center in Newark, New Jersey, which is an immigration center. There's been riots there, and they're just warming up. So that was basically the pregame, and this is the real attack that's going to happen on the evening of June 2nd, targeting Los Angeles or Greater California. What's going to come out of this is step 2, which is fires. So during the LA fires, there was people, Antifa, left-wing people arrested for fires. This was the same in Oregon during the fires. And then during the latest round of the LA riots, there was people that were picked up for arson. So this is designed to foreshadow that there's going to be a second California fire. Spencer Pratt lost his house in a fire. That is why he's running for re-election, and so they're going to stage another fire. And this notion was foreshadowed when they staged fires targeting, I believe it was the island chain next to the Catalina Islands, burnt, almost the entire island burnt down. So this is basically what's planned. Is step 2 is fire. So step 1, riots. Step 2, fires. And then this will, of course, result in the death of or the destruction of numerous A-list celebrity houses, as well as the Holocaust, the fire-based blood sacrifice of numerous A-list celebrities in the Southern California area. And this is going to be satellite-based direct energy weapon-related strikes, but that are going to be blamed onto left-wing agent provocateurs or domestic terrorists. This notion also was foreshadowed in the movie called with Leonardo DiCaprio called One Battle After Another, which was domestic terror groups in Southern California bombing an ICE center. So this is kind of what's on tap for tonight. Is this movie is going to play itself out in reality. So once the riots commence and fires start, then people all around the world will be tuning in, and this is when the CIA plans to execute the third step, which is going to be a 9/11 DEFCON level 9/11 type event targeting Southern California or the region around Southern California. So this could be Las Vegas, this could be Phoenix, this could be Utah, this could be Portland, but some sort of major event in and around California, because this will cause a stampede and a human crush in California surrounding the large crowds that will have already gathered for the riots. So what type of attack is expected is obviously not known. Left-wing terror, right-wing terror, China, Iran, North Korea, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Russia, etc. all could be scapegoated, but it's most likely going to feature a made-for-TV 9/11 style CBRN-related attack or some sort of intercontinental ballistic missile strike coming from overseas. Step 4 would be some sort of invasion or storming attack targeting California or other locations in the United States, possibly Washington, D.C., possibly New York, Miami. But this would also be scapegoated onto China, Iran, Pakistan, North Korea, or Russia. There's also the possibility that some sort of Chinese naval attack targeting Southern California. Back in 2010, there was a Chinese submarine that launched a missile off the coast of Southern California. So a future scenario in which alleged Chinese or Russian or North Korean submarines target Los Angeles or Greater California in some sort of a naval bombardment from submarine-based naval bombardment of Southern California is also expected. This will likely be executed by the Israeli Navy with their German-made Dolphin-class submarines, and it will likely feature the mass disbursement of blood agents, choking agents, nerve agents, or other chemical weapons. So once we have the riots, the fires, a terror attack, and a possible invasion of Southern California, we also remember the movie Battle for LA. So the notion that they would bring in foreign troops into LA under the guise of a North Korean or Chinese attack is not out of the realm of possibility. But once that happens, then they would move to step 5, which is the end game here, is to trigger the continental shelf to collapse. So this could be after an ICBM strike, this could be after a nuclear event, this could be after some sort of terror attack or some sort of ballistic missile strike. But this, the continental shelf of California, on which most of Los Angeles sits on, can be hit with a direct energy weapon and cause it to collapse. And this is what they've been planning. This is called the big one, so to speak. And this is what they plan to do. So a future scenario in which some sort of, and they may say it's a natural earthquake, they may say it's due to a comet strike or meteor strike or a nuclear attack or whatever they blame it on. It's already ready to go because it's basically a shelf over the Mariana Trench. So, at the San Andreas Fault, there's a possibility that once this shelf collapses, that Los Angeles, the entire city of Los Angeles, will sink into the Pacific, similar to the Titanic sinking into the ice-cold Atlantic. And this was foreshadowed in the movie, but with starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, which is called San Andreas. So this is once all this is happening, that would be step 5, is to basically trigger the collapse of the continental shelf and the sinking of Los Angeles into the Pacific Ocean. The notion that shit's about ready to hit the fan was foreshadowed yesterday on June 1st when Karen Bass, the mayor of LA, issued a press release stating that she was canceling the July 4th fireworks for the city of Los Angeles after their annual July 4th parade, and this is designed to foreshadow the notion that fireworks are going to fly. This suggests possibly an asteroid or meteor strike on the evening of June 2nd, or some sort of ICBM strike. Also, one of the gubernatorial candidates for the California governor election is, his name is Barack D. Obama Shah. Obviously, that's not his real name. He changed his name. He's a former U.S. Marine Corps veteran. And this is designed to foreshadow the notion that Barack Hussein Obama is designed to be politically resurrected in the aftermath of this catastrophe that is about to hit Los Angeles and or Greater California. If the CIA forgoes the aforementioned 5-step apocalypse that I've laid out here in this video, they will predictably resort to election violence. So we can expect mass shootings, we can expect acid attacks, needle spikings, we can expect race war attacks, possibly targeting the polls, the ballot boxes, bombings, possibly IEDs, vehicle-borne improvised explosive device truck bombings, 9/11 style attacks, possibly targeting media-related personnel, possibly targeting studios, television anchors, or targeting people that are on the street going to vote, or people that are in polling lines. The CIA is desperately trying to make an example out of this election. They basically want to trigger martial law and bring in the National Guard into Los Angeles, which Trump previously already did. So they want to create absolute chaos in Los Angeles and Greater California on the evening of June 2nd of 2026. Other plots that I have identified that will likely occur, because essentially this is going to be a live stream if there ever was one. So the notion that Spencer Pratt is going to win he's currently, I believe he's at 23% chance to win. So if he wins against Karen Bass, who's at 60% chance to win, it will be a historic upset. I would just state that it's 100% certain that Karen Bass will remain governor of the state of California, despite the city being a complete zoo and a dump if there ever was one. So it doesn't matter. It's just because she's been selected. She's part of a club, a secret club, where she was groomed in some sort of a communist upbringing similar to Angela Merkel. They take these young women and then they brainwash them and they indoctrinate them and then they place them into positions of power. And so I don't think Spencer Pratt has any chance of winning. But nonetheless, they plan on using this evening live television broadcast to stage attacks and terror events. Other plots that I've identified that are expected to commence during the evening of June 2nd include, but are not limited to, a North Korean Special Forces based attack targeting YouTube headquarters in San Jose, California, a Chinese Special Forces or Islamic terrorist based attack targeting the Vegas Loop, the monorail system in Las Vegas, as some sort of a Bundy militia-like standoff or Waco-like standoff or siege targeting the Reagan Library in Southern California. I believe it's I want to say it's in San Dimas. I forget exactly where it's at, but it's in Southern California. And so they'll likely claim that these are America First, anti-Semitic Californians that are basically going to occupy the Reagan Library as pretext for some sort of Oklahoma City bombing type event, or the release of a biological contagion, or some sort of Waco-like standoff. Also, a Russian Special Forces or Russia-backed ISIS-based attack targeting the Harry Reid International Airport in Las Vegas, Nevada. A Chinese-backed Islamic terrorist 9/11 style attack targeting multiple skyscrapers in Los Angeles. And then there's also the high possibility that the campaign headquarters of Karen Bass and or Spencer Pratt will come under some sort of an attack, which will likely feature the release of a weaponized biological contagion such as anthrax, Ebola, smallpox, etc. And then if all else fails, the CIA will likely resort to some sort of catastrophic so-called natural disaster, such as an asteroid strike or a meteor strike or some sort of earthquake or tsunami or some sort of volcanic eruption. But shit's going to hit the fan on the evening of June 2nd, 2026. All eyes are going to be on California, and so the CIA plans to seize upon this moment and stage some sort of horrific event. Lastly, I should say, there's also the high possibility that the CIA will stage some sort of high-level political assassination. This could target gubernatorial candidates such as Steve Hilton, current California Mayor Karen Bass, Spencer Pratt. This could be blamed on some sort of a trans shooter, or it could be blamed on China, Iran, or Russia, or some sort of or other foreign actor. But some sort of catastrophic event is planned for the evening of June 2nd. And what I should say in closing is that June 2nd is no mistake that they're holding all these elections on this particular date, because 6-2 or 2-6 equates to the letter Z in the British alphabet, which is an acronym for Zionism. So this is essentially a Zionist operation coming out of the first Jewish state, which is Switzerland, founded circa August 1st, 1309, which was home to the first ever Jewish Congress in Basel, Switzerland, from August 28th to the 31st of 1897. And so this is the Jewish state of Switzerland doing horrific and terrible things on the Z numerology of 6-2 or 2-6. So if this in fact comes to fruition in reality, I would kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international